Alright, as mentioned last time, I'm kind of forced to...
Hey, did you guys hear something?
Oh, great. I'm kind of forced to go through the main game for a little bit. Because I gotta go... I gotta basically go until I get back to this... Until I get the ability to go back to the city, so... Looks like progression is what I need to do.
Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
What's up with you guys? Other than you things being massive. No, I'm good. I do remember this cutscene. I do remember liking it. This is a pretty nifty cutscene.
Whoa, check this place out.
Old Road of Rebirth.
So I just pulled it free.
No, I mean Lucky 7?
Hmm.
Well, seem like it.
It's not changed one bit.
Well, obviously. Shape just cosmetic.
Pardon?
People and Ouroboros also not change. Before pulled free, Mobius power not affect it either.
Right.
Lucky is simple contraption. What actually matter, Noah?
The will of the wielder.
If understand, then why ask?
Just who are you?
Riku, just Riku. Common variety Nopon.
And how's a common Nopon get his wings on this?
As said, received from Masterpon to keep safe.
Really?
What Noah possibly think? Riku mustered up some big fancy lie? What Riku say funny?
Nah, all good. We'll say I believe you.
Meh meh? Riku bothered by that wording.
Don't worry. I think I get it now.
Oh?
Nonetheless, Lucky 7 is something we'll have to cherish as we go on. Riku, thanks a lot.
Meanwhile, in another place at another time. Come on, it would have been funny if it loaded there.
Marvelous. Deft motions with nary a sign of hesitation. The footwork, remarkable. Thee especially. Oh, how gladdened I am to have awoken thee. Miyabi, my most valuable puppet. Guide them forth with thy inimitable melody. These waifs, these immaculate strays.
Personally, I believe that the game should have had that cutscene and the one where Mio mentions that Miyabi's still alive, where Mio's like, there's something I need to do, Miyabi's alive. I think those two cutscenes should have been swapped.
Beyond here is the Etia region. And it's onwards to the Cloud Keep.
This has turned into a proper Ionios trotting adventure.
Yeah, it's turned into a proper globe-trotting adventure. Let's see, we started here, went here, went here, went here, went here, went here. It's been a globe-trotting adventure no matter what. This is just a globe. This is a full loop now. But yeah, that cutscene kind of loses its weight because you already know Miyabi's alive, so there's no longer a case of like, oh, it's none of that. Mind you, Kamaravi being alive is kind of odd.
Never seen this place
That
before.
still holds a little bit of it. Also, yeah, grassland to Arctic is whatever, but kind of a jarring twist. But hey, it's not a Xenoblade game without a snowy area that has absolutely, or has a very small amount of relevance to the story.
Whoa, nice one, Mimi!
Can't even get through that obstacle, Miyabi? Shouldn't have slacked in basic. 20 laps of the colony, and pick up the pace.
An Offseer? Really?
That's right.
But why? I was top of the rankings in all the training categories.
It's done.
But sir,
Enter.
Miyabi.
As of now, consider yourselves our official Colony Theta officers.
But Commander!
Understand, this decision is final.
So, did you learn the score?
I guess.
So you can play it?
More or less.
That's so cool! And your part's so much harder than mine as well. I've been trying, but I'm struggling a bit with the start of the 12th bar.
Can we please just drop it?
Oh,
We play tomorrow. I just want to get it over with.
you're right, yeah. Sorry. Ah, well then. I'll practice and make sure I've got my part down pat.
Shall we go, Mia?
Yep, and I believe this one is mandatory.
Mountains. I want to go here now.
Yep, this one's mandatory. However, I believe now that I have... Oh yeah, there's also full and upper. So we're not actually on the map. I believe now that I have been here, there's a quest that becomes available here that I can unlock.
I'm not cold.
Ah, almost forgot about this thing.
I forgot about this thing. What? It's not a special creature. Anyway,
This is something
nice
decent.
snowy region. And unlike Xenoblade 2, the snowy region is not a giant wide open area and then a massive pit
From Colony 9.
with a wide open area at the bottom of it.
Hey! Nadia. What's up? Fine tuning? Yeah. Got another battle tomorrow. Bit of a waste, And you're such a slick fighter, too. Can't believe they paired you with that klutz Miyabi. I don't know what the commander was thinking. At least you get to take it easy. Low risk of dying when you're in the rear guard. Nadia, we're waiting for you. Mission briefing? Cool, be right there. Later!
Guess we live to fight another day?
Come on, let's head back.
To be fair, we scored some good points today.
Tally's next week, was it?
This is all such a waste.
What is?
Everyone else is out collecting life. And here we are, noodling our tunes. What use are we, really? To the colony and everyone.
I think it's obvious. We can only truly contribute after death, is all.
After death, though, isn't that just pointless? We could be playing our hearts out here, and nobody'd even see us.
Is that right?
Sure it is.
Mio, is that why you're here? For recognition? Is that why you're being an Offseer? For a commendation?
No, it's just duty.
You know, I'm actually glad I was born a klutz.
I bet you're just scared.
It is scary. Fighting. I am afraid to steal others' lives with my own hands. Actually, I'm impressed that it comes so easy to everyone else.
It's just natural. We all of us live to fight.
You're wrong. We just have to... We fight to live, that's all. Mio, have you ever touched a mote of light from a Kavesi? They're the same as ours. On the other side, the people live hoping the same things as us. It's a sad fate. Still, if we're forced to live this way, the least we can do is this. Fly high, ever higher. Goodbye. And thank you. To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose. It's not a waste at all, so long as those voices speak to you.
Voices.
Thanks, guys!
Gonna wait a split second to make sure no dialogue happens. Two notes I want to make on that. One, those scenes are always really messed up whenever you see all the motes flying high into the sky. Because those are done, they're so incredibly beautiful. Like, the game makes them so beautiful. But as I mentioned in a much earlier part, I think part 5 or 6, the one where Vandam passes away and they play him on or whatever, that, the whole moat going up in the air thing, that is kind of, it's sad when you think about it, but the game always does it in such a beautiful way. Like, it's, what was it, what's the saying, beauty and sadness? That this game captures that to a T. And another point I wanted to make was, have you ever touched the mote of light from a Kavesi? They're the same as ours. Follow-up to that point is, Kavesi and Agnes has their own musical tunes. They've mentioned several times. Noah knows the Agnes off-seeing tune, so that's how he was able to beat Mio at the beginning, is because she attacks in movement with her song. They mentioned a number of times that they have different tunes. At the very beginning, Noah plays his tune, and he sends off Agnians as well as Kavesi. Okay. That's a thing Noah does. But there, Miyabi and Mio did it as well, sent on Kavesi and Agnian, implying that it's not the special song that does it. It's just the music in general. it's that flute that does it. Which begs the question as to why there's two different songs, why it's treated as if they're different, when in reality it's not. It's just the act of playing that does it. Nice little food for thought. Anyway,
Quite a rare sight.
the snow area is
Better give it a good once over.
interesting. There's a few, yeah, yellow named creatures.
This is the west route, right? And you say we'll find Colony Omega here?
Yeah, the colony I was at with me Abby.
There's a few interesting things to know here. This area is kind of small. There's a few side quests that take place here. There's...
Oh,
Oh. I assume once I get close, you'll say something?
can you send them on?
Yeah.
Be at rest.
I don't think I've actually sent a husk on in a while, because frankly, the boost you get for the colony affiliation is not very high. Although I think this gives you affiliation for Colony 9, which is Xeon's colony. Yeah, this area, it's got a few things, and that's it. Which is nice. It doesn't overstay its welcome like that area in Xenoblade 2. No, I give Xenoblade 2 grief. I genuinely like it. It's a good game. It's just it's got
It's so cold I might fall over. Should we take a breather?
Sounds good. The cold of the Highlands is no joke. It would definitely be a good idea to rest up.
How about that spot over there?
Yeah, that looks good. Let's go.
Oh, I'm freezing. Mio, aren't you cold? This is still bearable for me. I guess you hate the cold, Uni?
nice little flip-flop of their
Anyone
scene in the desert. Because remember, the Mio can't stand heat. But yeah, Xenoblade 2, like, it's got problems that are not apparent until you play this game and compare the two. Because this game, I believe, takes a lot of Xenoblade 2 and perfects it. Oh. He lost his stone.
Decisions.
Man, you've got a lot of stuff here. I don't even think I could buy everything. Because if I bought everything, I'd be out of money pretty quickly. These are all 10,000 apiece. And he's got more than 8 of them, yeah. So I couldn't buy all that.
I've already got food on the brain.
And speaking of things I have not done in a while, let's do the gemstones. Do I have the power to do any of the bigger ones? Nope.
It's finished. Shall we try it straight away? It's finished. Shall we try it straight away? It's finished. Shall we try it straight away?
Okay, now everything has been looked at.
It's finished. Shall we try it straight away?
Oh, there's another one I can craft.
And done. Shall we try it straight away?
And I believe that's everyone, yeah.
Will that be all for now?
Which gemstones am I actually not very high up on? I think there's one that only has like rank 2. Yeah, there's 2. There's actually a bunch I only have rank 2 of, goodness. Anything to do with Manana in this game, I like. Manana's just a
Definitely feel stronger.
funny character. Just watching that cutscene of her trying to steal Riku's, like, hair. And I started chuckling. It's cute, I like that scene. Also, I forgot to mention this area. Throughout the game, we've gotten a few tastes of Mio's past. We've gotten a few little, like, teaspoons of her backstory. Yeah, this area of the game just decides to throw the spoon away and give you a ladle. So there's a lot of Mio-specific cutscenes.
Mio, can you tell us more about Colony Omega? I've had glimpses when we interlink, but what does it all mean?
Right. I'll try. Sana, is that okay? May I?
Yeah. I don't see a problem with that. You can tell them.
"5 years ago, the three of us were foot soldiers in Colony Theta. One day, with no reason given, we were transferred to Colony Omega. We didn't fight. Rather, we were subject to daily examinations for no clear reason. Then one day, there was an accident. Mia, B.
Just wait. Mio, take this. I'm giving you my whole self. So please, live life in my stead.
Miyabi.
Thank you. I couldn't do a thing. I wasn't any use. None at all.
Senna. Miyabi was a hero. All that an officer ought to be. She put it in here, and she gave it to me. Truly a hero. I decided I'll find it for myself. I'll leave my mark on others and the world. This lifetime that Miyabi gave to me, I'll use it well. Regret all you want, but the past can never be changed. But you can change who you are in the present. If I was stronger then, like now, I might have been able to save everyone. Is it wrong to think that?
Not at all. I feel you. I know I wish I'd been stronger back then.
So yeah, I want to go back there with that in mind. And now I have the chance.
Mio, what kind of colony is this Omega? I never even knew it existed.
Yeah. Our side didn't know about it either.
We've got, what, 23 Acnean colonies in all? They go up to Psi.
Good intel.
Hey now! Don't go lumping me in with Lance. I took my education seriously.
Ah, shut up. Don't flatter yourself.
Colony Omega was an independent entity. It never engaged. The name it used was Agnian, but even that wasn't the whole truth. Omega's administrator was the Mobius Y. He was performing some kind of experiment there, using us as guinea pigs. I don't know what he was doing. M wasn't briefed on it either. All I can remember is that oddly glowing violet flame clock.
A colony that doesn't fight.
Never knew that was even a thing.
Wise restored it now. Colony Omega, I mean.
You know this from M?
Senna, anything to add?
I don't really know much about it. The accident happened pretty soon after we were moved.
I see.
Omega's existence, the tests, it was all why. That's just the Mobius he is.
Ah!
Do share.
Mimi, remember? Didn't we see the same color on Ethel and Kamaravi's Veronicus? I could be wrong.
No, you're spot on. Good call, Senna. I didn't think of that at all.
Really?
Ethel and Kamaravi had their lives taken. And in that accident, so were the whole colonies. Most likely, Y was running experiments that could potentially prove fatal to us soldiers.
And now that the colony's back, you're thinking Miyabi's still in there?
Yeah. That's why I have to go. To end this. He's toys with our lives as he pleases for long enough.
Exactly. I'm with you. Let me go too.
We're all going, I thought. Right?
Yeah, obviously. Let's go, Mio. To Colony Omega.
Everyone, thank you. This time, I'll do the saving.
The brilliance doth please. For ceaseless eons, we Mobius have abidden apace with this world. Yet with drawn-out abiding, many lost sight of the pith thereof, dissipating slowly as doth the world. The brilliance of life is exigent, more dazzling than now. if we wish to save the world.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Okay, I'm not going much further than here. Actually, I'm not going further than here at all. But, yeah, I was gonna mention, after the cutscene, I was gonna mention about the purple, flame clocks being, Kamaravi and Ethel's. But then the game already said that. Which is, yeah, that's cool. Other points I want to make. Senna's voice actress sounded a little weird there at the end. I don't know why. Maybe she was just having a weird voice day. I don't know. She sounded a lot younger than she normally does. Other than that, not much to say. Actually, no, I wanted to mention the whole... I said that the game, throughout the game, it gives you spoons, like little teaspoons of Mio's backstory. Of the backstory of a lot of the characters, and then it just occasionally gives, like, drops the spoon and gives you a ladle. Doing it that way is actually really... Oh, jeez, excuse me. It's actually really good, because we've heard little voice lines of her backstory. We've heard quotes from her backstory and all that. When the game gives you puzzle pieces and then finally gives you the shape of it, that's really, really cool. Throughout the whole game, we've heard, quotes from, is that what you're doing this for? Recognition. We've seen the explosion. We've seen Miyabi close the door and Mio yell. We've seen all these, but we didn't have the full picture. Like, oh, she closes the door and she yells, Miyabi, or whatever. Oh, you think throughout the whole game, oh, something bad happened. Yeah, you don't actually know how bad it is. You don't know that it was pretty much a nuclear explosion in a colony. You don't know, you don't think that there's other casualties involved until the game shows you all of that. That's really, really cool. That's a good way to do it. Well, anyway, I gotta end this part off here. Because I think there's a few more, like, large cutscene parts and fights and all that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.